Take more actions, like much more actions than you'll usually take. Because remember this, actions give you clarity.
Eyes. People call me bug eyes. And now I really appreciate them. Like after growing into them, really love the shape. Thanks, Grandpa. Confidence is something that,
If you're faced with uncertainty, every action that you take uncovers more information. You're almost like a spy. It's kind of like exploring a jungle. There might be tigers or cakes out there, but you will never know if you never take any action.
Stubborn, aloof, and happy. I think those are good things.
However, if you have no idea what's going on, literally everything is going to be a gamble. Somehow I feel like I just made that worse. But anyways, if you like what you're seeing so far, hit that like button. But this is why having models, I think, make things much easier. But a little quick note is that you actually don't want your life that easy. I made another video on that.
My mom was a wonderful help in that. She'd stand there in the mirror with me and we would list out things that I liked about my body.
Because models equals shortcut. They have already done the exploring for you. So what you really want to do is go around and kind of gather people around you with like qualities that you admire. Then you listen to how they actually approach problems and uncertainty. Even dead people. Yes, Socrates is pretty smart.
What I respond to more is like watching the people that I admire operate. I really admire Catherine.
But you have to actively test it for yourself to see if it works. However, be patient. If you have tried something for a few months, honestly that's not even long enough to make a lasting difference. And especially when you're facing the unknown, that is going to be a lot of self-doubt and you have to push through all of that.
In general, I realized, holy like there's 1,000 of me. I had to get really real with myself and be like, do you want to do this? Is this something you want to pursue? Because you can still go back to.
If you want to, you can try growing a plant because you can't rush it and really trains your delayed gratification. Except the rewards will be more than just marshmallows and chocolate. But a lot of times when we're actually paralyzed by this weird unforeseen future, it's probably because we have overvalued this decision. Somehow this one decision would determine our entire life. But hate to break it to you, nothing's that powerful.
I had just freshly dropped out of college and I had packed up my car and I was like, I'm moving to California. I'm gonna go for pilot season.
First it's college, then your first job. But when you're on the other side of uncertainty, it really isn't that bad. It is about how fast you can get past to the other side. The results probably isn't going to be like Disney, but it'll work. But to be fair, the reason why we are so afraid to make mistakes in the first place is because we look around and we see how amazing other people's lives are. But nobody wants a crap life, but we also don't want a fake life. Realistically, don't set up yourself up for failure by trying to have like the perfect relationships, jobs, or appearance.
I don't particularly enjoy my own food. Okay, we're gonna flip it.
For me personally, I'm all for you investing in your life, as long as you're not making yourself feel bad for it. So let me know in the comments if you think any of these points were interesting, and if you like this, guess what? I got other videos too, so you can check that out if you want to.